What is up, everyone? It's the Golden Centurion here, back at it again for another video. So today, guys, I'm bringing you my GPC Week 3 battle. I'm going up against Moose. A really good opponent. We're both 1-1 at this point, so we're both trying to get a positive differential and positive record. So the 6 months he decided to bring were Weavile, Landorus, I, with Sheer Power, or Sheer Force. He has a Whimsicott, a Mega Manectric, a Tentacruel, and an X-Cloud. So I'm expecting X-Cloud to be choice specs, a defensive spinning Tentacruel, a Mega Manectric, a Encore, couple attack Leech Seed, Whimsicott, either choice Scarf or Life Orb Blando, and choice Banded Weavile. So to combat this, I brought Stealth Rock's Lycanroc, I brought a choice Scarf Diggersby, a Yachi Berry Decidueye, a Life Orb Greninja, a Shuka Berry Power Up Punch, Ice Punch, Muck, and a really offensive Mega Gardevoir with Moonblast. I am rocking out with Moonblast because of the fact that my opponent has the capability of 2 soundproof mons. He has a Coma-O, and I wanted to be able to hit that with Moonblast instead of just a Hyper Voice, which he could absorb if he was soundproof. So a little bit further in depth, looking at my team, Diggersby is great versus almost everything, barring a Ice Shard from Weavile and a Philando Scarf. But I will be able to outspeed Mega Manectric, I'll be able to outspeed Whimsicott and Tentacruel, and I should be able to outspeed his X-Cloud unless he's Timid Choice Scarf, but I don't expect that. Lycanroc's kind of iffy in this match. It's only really good versus Weavile, so really expendable. Decidueye, not the best bring, probably should have gone Scizor over it, but I opted to bring it just as a semi-check to Lando, as well as can take a hit from Weavile because of my berry and surprise it. Greninja can go in, just in versus his team. He doesn't have the best switch-ins once Tentacruel's gone. Muck can be a big surprise factor with its Shuka Berry as well as Power Punch to surprise Weavile. Ice Punch for Lando, Ice Punch for Whimsicott, does really good damage versus his Mega Manectric. And then my Mega Gardevoir can tear apart his Tentacruel, tear apart his Whimsicott, and can tank hits from Mega Manectric and fire back huge hits. So looking at his team, I'm expecting him to lead Mega Manectric to gain momentum on me, and he probably expecting me to lead with my Greninja or my Lycanroc. So I'm going to go ahead and leave my Diggersby trying to capitalize on that. So I end up getting this turn right, and I go straight for a U-turn, just want to play it safe, get some momentum. As I go down to my Greninja, and I switch out into my Gardevoir, expecting him to want to go to Tentacruel, which he does, and here I expect him to possibly play really aggressive and go into Weavile, or just to stay in attack with a Sludge Bomb. And if he decided to go with a Sludge Bomb, I knew my Theraneer could easily tank the hit and hit him with a Drill Run, which is what occurs. Now, something to note is that if he's not that defensive, my Theraneer can actually one-shot him. So we'll see right now at spread. I go for Drill Run, and he lives it. Unfortunate, but it is definitely now in range of every single attack. So I go right onto my Mega Gardevoir and fire off Shadow Ball. What this does is get rid of Tentacruel, which means that Greninja just looks phenomenal now. He doesn't have any switch-ins. So he goes Mega Manectric, Mega Evolves, and I decide to just stay in and fire off a huge Moonblast, as nothing on his team wants to take it. He makes probably the right play in my opinion and sacks Whimsicott. Now he goes out into Weavile, and Decidueye is easily my most expendable mon. 2 weeks in a row I've just straight sacked it. Unfortunate, but it happens. Now I go right out into my Diggersby and fire off a return, I believe. And he goes down to X-Cloud. So the fact that he goes down to X-Cloud believes me to believe that he's Choice Scarf, or it's just his most expendable mon. But if he is modest, no matter what, if he's Choice Scarf, he can't KO me, modest or timid. If he is timid, that's really unfortunate, as he'll outspeed me, but I'm expecting modest. But what do I know is he's a timid Choice Scarf. However, I do live and get off a big return, and he's in a predicament here. So he can go into his Lando and take huge damage and be in range of a Moonblast. He can go into Rush and get off Intimidate and then take the return. But either way, he'll take about half. Or he can go to his Weavile and lock himself into Ice Shard. The only problem is if he goes Weavile and locks himself in the Ice Shard, my Greninja just comes in and basically claims a kill with Hydro Pump into Water Shuriken. So he makes the play of going Mega Metric, which I completely understand would probably make the same play, but I get to bring this down to way below half health as I drop. Now I go into my Gardevoir and fire off a Moonblast. So this is where him's team kind of got me, as Hyper Voice would pick up the KO here, however Moonblast does not. However, we see that he's leftovers, so this isn't that threatening, as it means my Alolan Muck can easily take the hit. I was going to take the hit anyways. So, looking at his team, he is definitely in range of a Water Shuriken from Greninja, so that's exactly what I do. Actually, I decided to Hydro Pump my bat in case he wanted to switch, preserving this thing for Alolan Muck. I would punish whatever wanted to come in. And now he goes into Rush. And so, looking at it now, there's a couple different things that can happen. One, I Water Shuriken. That's definitely my play, as Alolan Muck's my win con here. So, if I Water Shuriken, looking at the damage, I need 4 hits to kill him, or 3 hits and a crit, I believe. So, the odds are decent. However, if I don't get it, he will definitely be in range of Alolan Muck's Shadow Sneak. However, what I will opt to do is, if I do not kill him, is go into Alolan Muck, click Power Up Punch, take the T-Bolt, and then take the Choice Banded Icicle Crash from Weavile, and just KO with Power Punch. So the roll on that is a minimum of 90 and a maximum of 105. So definitely in my favor if that were to occur. So that would be my play if I don't get the KO with Water Shuriken. However, as you guys can see here, Kakashi decides to impress me and gets a 3-hit crit. Now, as I mentioned, that is not the most relevant thing, as all I needed with my Alolan Muck was a decent roll in my favor. It would probably be about 60% chance in my favor. So it just, luck was a little bit on my side. However, the odds still would have been on my side to win the game. Now, Power Punch does about 75 to 80 something to this Weavile. So all I needed is 2 Water Shuriken hits, and he's definitely in range of that. But I end up getting 4, and then he goes for Icicle Crash, and I easily live that. And then I get to go for Water Shuriken again, and I get a crit. Doesn't matter, however, as he KOs me with Icicle Crash. And then I can go right into my Alolan Muck and click Shadow Sneak. And Shadow Sneak wins me the game. And we have a nice clean 1-0, or not really clean 1-0 versus Moose plays. However, as I mentioned, the Water Shuriken on Weavile didn't matter at all. The fact that I was 4 and a crit, as I was going to KO it either way with Power Punch. And my play definitely would have been, had Manectric lived on a Sliver, would be to live with Thunderbolt, live with Icicle Crash, and KO him with a double Power Punch. So guys, that was my GPC Week 3 battle versus Moose. Definitely a close one as it came down to the wire of a 1-0. Yeah, so we are now 2-1 plus 2 differential. A really close match and a fun one to watch. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.